Hello and welcome back to the Laws of Minecraft with me, Lawfromchaos. And we're continuing our Let's Play series. We're doing Ex Nihilo on a Yogscast Complete server. And we're just continuing along. And it occurred to me here, as I left you guys last time and we were just kind of here, I actually planted oak saplings on each of these, and I've seen them all grow on each of these now. So they're all working, which is good. But it occurred to me that there was one thing I could actually make which would be extremely useful and which would let me make an axe which I could use repeatedly and many times. So, that being the case, I wanted to get a little bit into Tinker's. Tinker's Construct is an excellent mod that gets into all sorts of different things, but it's usually about making pieces of items and then assembling them all together, and then you have an item with different abilities and creations and so on from all of those individual things that we add on. Excuse me. In this case, since we want to go ahead and just do the basics, we're just going to make the basic tool. So make a tool station, which is a blank pattern and a crafting table. So we're going to start with the crafting table, which we'll need a couple of these, I think, but for now we'll just make that. And then we also need some sticks. We're going to need to make some of these, which are blank patterns. And we'll look at achievement get. So, like I said, tool station first, so we'll make that. There it is. Okay, then we'll need, this is what we actually assemble the tools on, and we need the part builder, which is where we actually build the parts that we're going to assemble everything on. So blank pattern and a piece of log of some kind, which we happen to have. So perfect. There we go. Next, we need a pattern chest. This lets us store all of our patterns in a very convenient way. And so we're just going to make a standard chest. And once again, we're going to make a pattern. There we go. And it becomes a pattern chest. Excellent. And then a stencil table, which is just a blank pattern on top of any kind of planks, which obviously we need to make another one of those. So there it is. Now we have our stencil table. Then we have all the pieces we need to make, or at least start making. We're going to use the stencil table first, just in case anybody doesn't know how to do this. I know a lot of you people watching probably know how to do this, but just in case you don't, I will go through it, because that's my job. So stencil and then part builder, and then I'm going to put this pattern chest in between, and then I'm going to put the tool station here. So first, stencil table. We need to make the patterns we actually want to use. So we're going to make an axe. So I'm going to make a few more of these. We'll probably need actually more than that. So let's go ahead and just make extras. Won't hurt anything. Okay, here we go. So we can do a tool rod pattern, but in this case we don't really need it yet because we're just going to be using sticks. So we want to make the things we're going to need for an axe. So obviously we need an axe head. We'll go ahead and put that pattern in here. And this will actually show you what we'll need to make each device. And this is a tool station, but it's a basic one, so there's actually more advanced things that you can make that this station cannot make. So, first, tool station. So we're going to need an axe head. And we're actually going to make, actually not a bad idea, we might want to make a mattock because it acts as farming tool. And it actually works for, you can make an axe with it, and then you can have a shovel head and a handle, and you can actually do our plants, which obviously we're working with those a lot, and we're going to, once we get more dirt, we're going to do some farming once we get some actual seeds. We've actually got a carrot seed I didn't bother to show you guys yet, but we'll do the shovel one, and we'll do that right now. So you just go through here and you select the pattern that you want. So what was that one anyway? That's the shovel, right? Yeah, okay. So there's that, and then this actually, You can actually see the pattern chest there, which is nice because it's attached to it. Probably should just put it behind it, but whatever. So we're going to put this right here. This is where you put the material you're making it out of. So we get one of those. Oh, and we accidentally made two. Doesn't matter. Looks like it just needs one piece of wood. And it actually tells you material cost 1. So we need some sticks, but again, easy enough to make. So here we go. We're going to put the stick where it belongs. So you click on that one, put the stick there, put the axe head where it indicates, and put the shovel head where it belongs. And then there you have a mattock. It's not incredibly durable, but it is going to be a lot faster than just using our fingers. And actually we have an excellent opportunity to practice it now. Yeah, and past a certain point, the crook becomes a diminishing return thing. Not because the crooks are bad in any way, but because as you just are able to harvest things faster and you have more of these, you actually just don't need them anymore. So at a certain point, I would start reserving crooks, just probably for when I was doing my... well, you never know. I didn't get any saplings out of that. We'll see. If we don't get any saplings out of this one too, I might change my mind. But I did a silkworm tree while we were gone. Did a full conversion on one, and I waited quite a bit longer than I had for any of the things we had made. Okay, yeah, maybe we should be using those crooks. And apparently, if you let the leaves mature, just like with oaks and like getting apples out of them, if you let the leaves mature, you get a lot more silkworms out of them. So I actually got quite a few silkworms. I think I got like 6 out of one tree. And it was a small tree like this. So that was not bad at all. Yeah. At some point we're going to be able to shear leaves, and that'll be excellent. There's a lot more leaves on a tree than there are anything else. Alright, let's make some more of these crooks. I'm not a crook. And if anybody knows what that's from, they are either know their history pretty well, or they are a lot older than most people playing the game. And this mattock, as you can see, is very nice. Much faster than just doing it by hand. At this point, that is not a small thing. So we'll replant this. Yeah, I'm just using oaks on all these because the apple ones weren't growing. And I just have to assume that maybe they have to be on grass or something like that. Oh, no, I should be using crooks. Whoops. We're starting to get to the point where we're going to have extra wood, which is exactly what we want to have, obviously. So we're coming along. We just need to chop this one down from here. I'm going to try and give myself as much freedom to work with it as possible. This one is a very tall oak, for which I am both grateful and annoyed. It's very like most of us, isn't it? We get a blessing, but we complain that it's not quite the blessing we were hoping for. Yeah, well, hopefully I can just work on my gratitude, I guess. Yeah, we got quite a few of these on them, so we'll just cut up here a bit. And we're up in this range, so we can actually use our cooks quite a bit more effectively. So. And there it goes over the edge. Can always hope that, oh, yep, that landed there I wanted it to at least. The average will be if, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I think I did, but just in case. Oak trees, if you let them sit for a long time, if you have patience enough to do so, you have a higher chance of getting apples out of the leaves. Because, I guess because it's matured more, I guess, is the logic behind it. Okay. Obviously I need to put a little bit more border around each of these so I don't lose wood and such. Yeah, I wish I'd taken the time before I got up here to expand my border a bit. Probably should have. Next time I will. If I get a larger tree again, I'll expand my borders. I'll probably do that before that even happens, but let's go down and collect all of our spoils. Obviously trying not to get too close to the edge. Okay, we actually got a pretty decent amount. It's going to give us a good quantity of dirt, which is exactly what we want. Now, I know a number of you have probably thought about the bone meal and what I'd said about it. One thing I wanted to note was, in addition to using it for all of this stuff, bone meal actually has a great use that in many ways is much more important. And I think I'll just start using these. No, I'm going to use these for now. Slabs still. I mean, this would probably be a little bit better weapon than just hitting things with my fists, but I think I will actually. I think I'm just going to start using planks as my system now. What I always wanted to move to eventually anyway, so we'll just do it now. Oh, no, not logs. There, we got those right back. That makes me happy. Yeah, we would have gotten quite a bit more saplings out of that thing probably if we hadn't had to worry about this. If didn't have this giant void hanging underneath us. You gotta love that it's all completely blue. No other color whatsoever. Yeah, and I haven't seen any rain at all while I've been here, which makes me concerned that it doesn't rain. That could be a configuration thing. I'll talk to Landris. But if it doesn't end up raining and I can't get a hold of him by tomorrow, I'll probably just bring some wood in myself. Some water. Because water is one of the most basic things. And all I essentially have to do is have one of these barrels. You have a couple of these out in the rain, and each one will get a bucket of water in it. And so I'll make the buckets while I'm here. And then go fill those up in another world, since I do have access to other worlds if I need to. It's just not something I want to do. I want to do everything as I actually have an other ex nihilo area that I had started at one point. I may show you some of the things that happen in a normal world there if I can't do them here. It is my goal to be, however, as real as possible. Well, or at least, yeah, I want to do as much as possible here. Yeah. One of the servers you'll just police yourself for now. Yeah, eventually we're probably going to get another plugin. Ultimate Skyblock or something like that. But he was having a little trouble finding everything because of all the bucket stuff that's been going on lately. I did eventually find a file for him, but it was by the time I found it for him, he was gone. So we'll see what happens. And for now, we'll just keep expanding this out. That's what you got to do. I actually probably just set it up inside the standard little chunk boundaries, so let's go ahead and figure out what those are. Right here, apparently. Very nice. Oh, but quite a bit of ways over here. Okay, that's good. It's good. It's good to know. Perfect. Yep, as you can see, the trees continue to grow. Everything's working. From this point on, I'll probably be waiting most of the time until all the trees are grown before I worry about them too much. Yeah. I was just thinking about my buildings, and I do my building videos, and obviously this is not my standard caliber. But you know what? When you're building like this, you take what you can get. So we all start at 0. Hey, I'd take the luxury of being able to build a dirt house right now. That is a luxury in this world. Have I? No, I need to. Probably need to make some more barrels too. Yeah, I'm probably going to make some more barrels because we want to be able to do more dirt more quickly as we start producing more. I'm probably going to hold on to at least one piece of dirt so that as soon as I get a 4 sapling, I can start growing those right away. Because they are an excellent tree type. So I'm just going to store this one, but I'm going to take these and make a few more barrels. As well as getting the 8 of these I'm going to need to produce one more piece of dirt. I might as well put it close to something else I have something to stand on just in case. There we go. Won't hurt. There we go. Yeah, you can actually do some. You can actually put silkworms in those barrels, but you get such low return. I think you have to have like 32 silkworms, and they're rare enough that it's ridiculous to do that in order to get one piece of dirt. So it's one of those not worth it. I think you can also do string though, but I think it's the same kind of level of rarity. But it might be worth doing that. But I'm going to keep going along until I get something again that's different. Force stuff, or maybe some of the more interesting farming stuff, because I know that some of the farming stuff actually the crops are better than some of the others for that, and you can use those to grow more and more and produce more dirt. But for now, we've done all the basics. We got the Tinker's construct stuff over here. We got our Matic. Let me just show you one last thing before I go. You can use materials to fix it. In this case, you can use slabs, you can use whatever. Because this is such a low-grade item, I think slabs, I think even sticks might repair it all the way. So it does not take much to fix. But an axe would take a lot more than just a slab to create. Quite a bit. And so by doing this, I think it would take it takes quite a bit more. So by doing this, you actually save up a lot over time. Alright, so that's where I'm going to leave you guys. Thanks for joining me, and if you want to see more of these, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.